Did you hear about that thing with Dr. Dre and his daughter? About
With the 38-year-old daughter.
Yeah, about 7 months. Yeah, 38-year-old daughter. About 7 months ago, this shit made the news. It made like all the local talk shows and everything about her having to work those odd jobs and having to get warehouse work just like everybody else. And homeboy's worth 80 million or 800 million. Excuse me, 800 million. And they felt like they needed to move her onto the property and basically just have her mooch off of him just because he's got some bread. And he's dealing with that whole alimony shit right now where he's got to pay $300K for the rest of his life to his ex-wife.
Well, this is how... Well, in the bigger picture, the money he's paying to his ex-wife is not going to be a fraction of... It's not even a fraction of his money.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I mean, technically,
it's a lot of money to us.
Technically, it is a fraction of his money, but it's not. I mean, you gotta hurt him.
It's not gonna hurt him at all. You know, he basically probably make that. He probably make that in a week.
Oh yeah.
You know how much money he's probably making. So yeah, that's really not that significant. But I heard from what I know about the story about this old woman. She got 3 kids or 4 kids or something like that, and they. Excuse me. And the kids stay like with other family members and stuff like that. I think that for her, she's embarrassed because this is what I read. She was saying that she's mad because her dad haven't met her kids and stuff like that. They don't even know who he is as a grandfather and stuff like that. Trying to put the sad story on. I feel like he's taking care of her. And this is probably why he's ignoring her. And she's taking for granted what he's done for her.
Yeah.
I really think so.
Well,
because she's even said that he's paid for things in the past.
Yeah.
He's done stuff. So somewhere down the line, you got to get your shit together.
Yeah.
You can't ask this man for everything. If I had a wealthy father like that and he was helping me, during that time while he was helping me, I would have came with a business plan or said something as far as like, can you invest in me in this? People are more inclined to do something like that when they feel like they can make money from that.
Yeah.
Or they can get something in return. But no one just feels like they want to give any, even to their kids. They don't just want to give it to them.
Yeah.
Because there's no appreciation in it.
Yeah. Yeah, and basically it sounds like he's through with her because her argument was that they haven't talked in 17 years, which is kind of like weird to me because I'm thinking you're making this point about it not being about money, but you haven't talked to the dude in 17 years.
In 17 years.
And all of a sudden, like, you have to work these jobs, and now you're living in your car 7 months later, and you're trying to demonize him in the public eye. And the reason why I heard that he stopped dealing with her was because she was demonizing him to the public. She was talking shit about him to the press, to the journalists, and he asked her not to do that, and she did it anyway. And that's the whole reason why he stopped dealing with her. And I can't really blame him for that, you know?
Like, I mean, what do you expect a person to do? You know, people ain't gonna keep turning the cheek on you. Even if that's your kid, you're gonna look at it and say, you know what, forget it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wash my hands of it and move on. You're not finna keep dealing with that.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And as a 38-year-old, you are responsible for your life. He's not responsible for your life. He's just not. I don't believe that he owes her anything. I don't believe that he should have to help her or pay for anything.
But you know why? But you know why it's a big deal? Because she's a woman.
Yeah. Because
she's a woman. Because I found out this the other day. The statistics of homeless people, 95% of homeless people are men.
Okay.
So only 5% of the homeless people are women. So meaning that there's more things out here for women to do so they don't have to be homeless. Mm-hmm. There's more people out here that will help a woman versus a man. A man don't have anything to fall back on like that. And if they do, it's very rare. You know, because people look at men as you supposed to take care of this. You supposed to be the man. You supposed to do this. So if things go wrong for a man, no one cares.
At all. No sympathy.
No one cares.
Yep.
So that's why it's a big deal, because she's a woman.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. And I've even heard like I even heard like on I saw a little clip off of Wendy Williams, and she was saying that he needed to move her onto his like property and build her own house and hook her up with like a car and all that kind of shit. And I don't agree with that.
No, he has other kids. Like, does his other kids
he's
get
got
that?
a few baby mamas.
Yeah. So why does she get all this special treatment?
Yeah, and what she's doing is she went to the press again after he cut her off for demonizing her to the demonizing him to the press. She's doing the same thing 17 years later now, like still demonizing him. She hasn't changed at all. She hasn't switched the tactic or the formula. Like, she's still trying to profit off of basically making him look bad in public. And you can't take that to court.
Nah, you can't.
They're not going to look at you.
He don't owe her anything, so
yeah, legally you don't owe her anything, and he knows that.
Yeah, so it's nothing she really can do.
No, not at all.
Yeah, she can get mad about the settlement and everything.
Yeah,
but that means nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, because you can't use that in court. So
no,
who cares?
Yeah.
Yep.